Hey, welcome to Play Raves, a show where I rant and rave about a lot of different shit. Tonight, we're joined again by Wildo
Hello.
and Dildo.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? What kind of tacos do you want?
Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Sienna Mae versus Jack Wright controversy. This has been going on for a while, and honestly, I don't see a controversy here. Someone fucked up, someone lied, and now someone's suffering for it. Before we get started, I'd just like to throw this little disclaimer out there. Sexual assault is a very serious allegation and a very serious crime. We do not condone, support, or endorse sexual assault, sexual harassment, or any of that shit whatsoever. Just plain and simple. And as another disclaimer out there, do not go out and harass anybody or cause problems or bully anybody as a result of anything we say or do on this channel here, please. What you do is what you do on your own time, but we do not condone or endorse bullying or harassment or anything of any manner where you're going to attack these people. Just don't do it, period. Plain and simple. So Wildo and I have watched some of this. He's primarily the reason why I wanted to do this video in the first place. There's going to be videos from Sienna, Tipster, and the BFFs show. Credit goes to them for their work. I do not take any claim for their works whatsoever. But there's some stuff that was pointed out, and I noticed it first when I was watching Tipster's stream when he was going live on YouTube with this thing. And I went to Will and I showed Will, and he's like, dude, you need to do something about this. I was like, well, yeah, I'm typing up this thing, I'm going to post it on their channels, and no, you idiot, no. You need to do something and point this out. I think that's about the gist of it, right?
I don't recall any of that. No. We dissected the hell out of this, and you're right. There was a lot of BS floating around that no one's looking at. And you're right. We need to talk about this. This is horseshit.
It is, and I'm glad Dildo is here also. And if you notice, everybody, his audio quality is a lot better this time.
Yeah.
I think it's really important for him to also be here with us because of his age perspective. I know you probably see and deal with a lot of bullshit at school.
All the goddamn time, man.
And you probably hear about it. It's everywhere. There's just no way to get away from it. It's horse shit. Nobody should have to deal with it.
That is bullshit completely.
But this first video is I dissected the literal hell out of this thing, and I only took what I felt was prevalent to the situation to break it down instead of 45 minutes of listening to her. This first one that we're gonna watch is only like 50 seconds here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this one.
Before you do that, can you just set it up for the audience? Pretend they have no idea what we're talking about.
True. So the whole premises behind this, Sienna Mae, which is the girl you see on the screen right now, she's 18. She's a quote plus size model, Instagram star, or not Instagram, TikTok star. She was making something of herself, and then she met this dude, Jack Wright, in California when she was there on a trip, I believe, or maybe they met on the internet. I can't remember the full story behind it. But she went out, she met him, and he brought her into this, quote, the house. They did a lot of videos together on TikTok where they were flirty, kissy, stuff like that. And they got a lot of brand deals and sponsorships and everything else. And Sienna, which we're going to hear, I believe, in one of these videos. If not, then I'll do a follow-up with the actual video where she says it. She didn't feel very comfortable or welcomed in the house because it's all Jack's friends, not her own. Not people that she, made friends with on her own. She was brought into this situation, right? She wanted to go out on her own. She wanted to make her own friends. She wanted to make her own thing. She wanted to do something for her, rather than relying on this fake relationship thing that was going on, just to keep the brand deals and sponsorships. And Jack was pretty angry with that, and told her multiple times that it wouldn't be good for the brand. It wouldn't be good for the brand. Very shortly after that happened, I want to say maybe a week time lapse, suddenly, out of nowhere, two of Jack's buddies, and this was complete setup too. I'm just going to go out right now and say this was a setup. They did this on purpose. It was premeditated. That's my personal opinion on this, okay? They posted a video of her and Jack making out, and then claimed that Jack was asleep the whole entire time, and that she was touching him inappropriately.
Accusing her of sexually assaulting him.
Yes, accusing her of sexually assaulting him.
There's bullshit because dude was fucking conscious that whole time.
Yes, he was.
Let's go.
So let's go. Here's the first one of her very first explanation video. Like I said, I cut it down. It's only 50 seconds. Here it goes.
Unequivocally deny the allegations that I sexually assaulted Jack Wright. I have nothing to apologize for because I did not sexually assault Jack Wright. Jack never confirmed or denied it, which makes the situation even worse because he never denied it, knowing that is not true. We both know what happened, and we both know who it was, and we both know that I was not at that gathering that night. I'm so disappointed in you and the people around you because they are letting you misplace your trauma onto me, and I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It's not my place to speak your story, and I will not discuss this any further, but it's not your place to allow false allegations to be spread about me when we both know that I was not the one who did this to you. I was there for you through the aftermath and all those depressive nights and the nights that you had no motivation, and I would go and I would clean your room and I would get you food and I would be there for you as a good friend because I cared about you so much. I'm so sorry that this happened to you.
So that's the first video of her speaking out about this.
Before we get into it, can we all agree anyone honoring someone's quote their own truth? That's pretty lame. Don't do that. That's some pandering bullshit.
Kind of cringe, bro.
Yeah. The one thing that she brings up, and she brings this up multiple times, is that he was actually SA'd by somebody. Who that is, I don't know. I've looked everywhere to see if I can find information about it, and it's being really, really like hush-hushed. This situation has gotten to the point to where she has gotten a lawyer and a digital forensics analyst. And good on her for that. Some people say, oh, well, she's got a lawyer and a digital forensics analyst. She's guilty. She's guilty because she has those. No. Bruh, like, say I was accused of SA. I didn't do crap, and I have proof of where I was and everything else, but yet people were dragging me through the mud the way they're dragging her. I would do the same darn thing. I would get a lawyer, and I would get a digital forensics analyst, and I would have them go through everything. Every little single thing where I've been accused of something when I wasn't even present. Who wouldn't? It's... How do we even...
I mean, dude, technically Bill Cosby is no longer a convicted rapist.
Yeah, I heard about
that. They exonerated him.
I heard about that. Yeah, that's something. I
mean, we can talk about reality later, but yeah, if you're a young human being with all the future ahead of you, don't put up with this kind of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's everybody's still saying, "Oh, he was convicted. Let's keep blaming him for this shit."
I mean, he probably did it, but
100%.
Oh, there's my paragraph that I was going to post on other people's videos. Let me pull something up in my browser while we're sitting here talking about this. Something I want to bring up. So
you're looking that up. So preemptively, before we've gone into the rest of these videos, she's already said, I wasn't even there.
Yep.
This should be a very simple defense. This is why I'm kind of... this is where the controversy is. Like, dude, I was in Hawaii that day, or I was in Carlsbad or something. I have an alibi. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, but there's more to it. I've seen the other stuff. I can see why there's drama here. Both people are being sketchy. Also, I don't expect very much out of an 18-year-old girl. Like,
yeah,
she's still a kid.
She's still a kid. Like, she's still learning about adulting. But then again, when you become famous, when you become popular, before that's all taken away from you, you don't really have to adult per se. I mean, there's still some degree of adulting you have to do, like typical hygiene stuff. Like if you don't hygiene, then ew. Especially especially when you're a model like this and you're promoting, like, plus size modeling and stuff like that. Hygiene is number one.
Or if you're just like a fucking human being in general, hygiene.
Hygiene's good.
Wash your nasty ass.
Brush your teeth, guys. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, always fucking shower and brush your goddamn teeth.
I mean, Jordan Peterson made a career after telling young men to wash their genitals. I mean,
yeah,
apparently people need to be told this.
Which is kind of stupid that you need to be told this. It should be common sense.
Yeah.
And that comes to what we're talking about here. This is all 20 years ago. This wouldn't have been an issue.
Right.
Something's wrong today that we need to tell people, like, no, this is what actually happened and this is why it's wrong.
Well, see,
I thought this was common sense.
This is also what we're going to get to when we see the other video. People show you only what they want you to see. This is the internet. People edit videos down. They hide shit in the videos and only show you stuff with what they want you to see, so they can push their own bullshit narrative on you. And there's so many fucking idiots out there that actually fall into that shit. And they don't stop and think, oh, I'm a human, I have a brain, I need to research this for myself instead of jumping on the fucking bandwagon. Choo choo.
Choo choo.
Like, what the fuck, people? You know what I mean? It's... You have a fucking brain. Unless you were dropped from a tree or something like that when you were a kid. But you have a brain. Use it,
Oh, I must have been dropped from a tree then.
I got beaten with the ugly stick. God damn it.
I learned all of my morality and values from Harry Potter.
Fuck. I need something from somebody that goes along with this, but let's watch this next one really quick. It's 2 minutes 40 seconds, and this one was a very long video. I spent a lot of time going through it, pulling out the prevalent stuff that I felt was important to this whole entire topic tonight. There's so much in this video. I wanted to squeeze in more, but I started thinking, like, man, no, I really want to get to the point. And
so she's being accused of sexually assaulting him.
Yes.
I would love to hear more.
Let's go on with this video.
Present evidence of somebody being sexually assaulted. Don't you think you should stand by it? And it looks a little suspicious when you immediately remove it from the internet. If someone was sexually assaulted, the evidence is evidence. You don't delete evidence. Lachlan claims that he was unconscious. If he was unconscious, why did his arm move when you got up? And also, why was he kissing me back? You claim in your video that you hear kissing noises.
I started hearing kissing noises and I peeked over my shoulder and it was exactly that.
We were kissing. Lachlan also claims that my hand...
Wait, hold on, time out. Wait, didn't she say she wasn't even there?
That was, she said she wasn't at the event where he was actually sexually assaulted at.
So there's another sexual assault
Yes.
that isn't this sexual assault.
Exactly.
So she's copping up to this one.
She said this is the whole premises. There was an event where he was assaulted at, but she was not at that specific event. And this event right here was like just a little hangout, a little get together or whatever. And this is the one that the guys, or quote, the boys, are using to throw these false allegations against her with.
The boy's a fucking stupid ass term.
Right.
Yeah, she should have hired a lawyer sooner. This is already confusing.
It is.
Fucking 12 years old.
But this video has a little bit more in it. If I have to, I'll pull up the full-length video.
No, I think we're good.
All right, let's continue with this.
Is on Jack's crotch. While it is not, my hand is very visibly on Jack's thigh, upper thigh. This video was very strategically narrated, and the clip of Jack asleep after, where he actually was unconscious or asleep, was after we had just made out. These two clips look terrible edited together, but that is the point. They are edited together. One more point. If Jack was being sexually assaulted in this moment, James, why did you record it? This was also having your...
So let me bring up something right there too. She just brought up a very valid point. If she was sexually assaulting him, if she was, why did he sit there and record it? Why didn't he pull her off? Why didn't he call the cops? Why didn't he do something instead of recording it? I mean, if the three of us were hanging out in person and God forbid, like one of you guys passed out and some chick just jumped on you and started doing something like this, I would pull that bitch off you. I would make her sit her ass down. I would wake you the fuck up and I'd say, do you want to press charges?
Shit, my ass would be like so confused.
Brofist, both of you, I appreciate that. If in my place, I'd pull her off of you and go, you're not his girlfriend. You're horny. I'm awake. You want to make out with me instead? I'm just leaving him alone.
Dude, I swear. If that was...
Right?
Yeah. I swear, if I saw some bitch doing that to you, I'll pull her off and say, bitch, sit your ass down. Like,
no, what you actually, the correct answer is you grab the squirt bottle and you just spray her like a cat.
Bad. Down. Bad.
Girl. Bad.
Okay, James reversed, right? It was like a big dude on a small girl's pass on the couch. It's like, all right, we got to interfere because it's going to take men, probably multiple men, to like stop this. Well, I mean, a girl, like you make a sound, she's gonna, oh, what? Run away. Like, it's not that hard.
It's like scamper like just a bunch of little fucking cats.
I mean, like I'm not a big guy. I mean, I can hold my own to an extent in a fight. If it was a big dude doing that to a girl, I'd be looking for the closest cast iron.
Right.
Exactly, man.
I think that's what this is kind of weird. Is like who? Not to like bury the lead on this and shit on your entire case here. Who gives a fuck? Some guy got a tongue put down his throat when he was passed out at a party with a girl he was hanging out with. Okay, their friendship's got some damage. That's a them thing. It wasn't like a society ruining thing. You see a giant dude just like cavemaning a woman. It's like, oh, okay, we got a problem. We got a problem.
Yeah.
Gather the villagers.
Yep. Right? I mean, yeah.
Drunk wants to meet. I got drunk again.
Fuck. All right, we're about a minute in.
I'm towels to clean up after this. Damn it, Gronk.
Right. Baby Ruth. No sloth down.
Bad.
She's not a candy bar, sloth. Fuck my life. All right, let's.
I'm giving you a creamy center though. Damn it, Gronk! No.
Oh fuck!
Not on my leather couch. Come on, dude.
God. Story for another time, not on cast about that.
Anyway,
Let's
all
continue.
right, 18-year-old girl, defend yourself.
Friends take a 10-second clip out of context of this entire night is not sexual assault. The night that this video was taken, which was November 30th.
This video is from November 30th, 2020.
As he clearly says in the video, I got dropped off at my house and they got dropped off at theirs. The next day, December 1st, they willingly hung out with me, which doesn't align.
Yeah, look at that. December 1st. They're all together. They're all
He's pretty
chilling.
happy about what happened. Yeah.
Right? So, if you know, that really did happen, why would they want to hang out still?
Exactly.
Why would they still want to fucking chill? Just gotta throw that out there. This is a very fucking valid point. And the fact that she's on her iPhone taking these pictures, that digital forensic analyst can go back and look at the timestamps, because iPhones and Androids all, unless you go in there and you turn all that shit off and disable it, time and date stamp every single fucking photo and video taken from those things.
Hung out with me, which doesn't align with the story, because if I was just taken advantage of, I know that personally, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree to this, wouldn't want to hang out with that person the next day willingly. This clip, taken out of context 7 months later, only looks bad now because your friends are claiming and narrating that I sexually assaulted you. If you really feel like...
I just noticed something too. Let me rewind that. Listen to how long it took them to upload this.
7 months later.
7 months later.
Oh, this smells of a bad breakup. This is effectively revenge porn, right?
Premeditation. This was premeditated. 100%.
This is blackmail. This is blackmail.
He doesn't want her to leave because it would be bad for the brand, as he put it, and she shows it in one of the text messages. I don't know if it's in this video or not, but she does show all the text messages in one of her videos, where she says, look, I want to go off on my own. I want to do my own thing. This was your house. This was your friends. This was your thing. We've had a great run, but I need to do my own thing for me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, this happens. Revenge. Plain and simple.
Only looks bad now because your friends are claiming and narrating that I sexually assaulted you. If you really feel like I sexually assaulted you, why didn't you report me? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you come out with these claims months ago? Why didn't you stop hanging out with me every day? Why didn't you say anything till now? This video is your evidence. And why is all of your evidence posted and quickly deleted? His friends are painting him as the victim, and he is the victim, but not of me.
Again, she says it again. He is a victim, but not by me. So again, she's pointing out that there was this other event somewhere else where he was assaulted by another female, but yet instead of coming out about that, instead of going after that person for that, like you said, revenge, bad breakup, bad juju, all over. It's bullshit.
This reminds me of middle school.
Dude, you fucking young kids nowadays. If I was gonna and I've had several bad breakups. I've got my own ways of getting back at the woman. Never has it crossed my mind to go, you assaulted me. Ugh. What?
Right.
Exactly.
No one would believe that.
Yeah, and that's also a sad thing too. I mean, this goes both ways. You know what I mean? It's not just always men sexually assaulting women. Women do sexually assault men too.
Oh yeah, no, I've got plenty of stories of that, but
people are too prideful to come out and be honest about it. And I mean, admittedly, I've heard many cases where men were R-worded. I'm not really going to say that word because I know YouTube don't like that word. And they went to the police about it, and the police fucking laughed at them.
I have a story from a friend of mine back in college. There were several women on campus. One of them, she was a serial sexual assaulter, And we found her MO. What she would do was ask someone to hang out with her. They'd go to a bar. She would just start buying them drinks. They'd go back to their dorm, and like she would start to like like make out or something, and they go, really not into it. I'm like, enjoy our time together. And she was her catchphrase was, "What, are you gay?"
Yes.
Oh wow.
And I was like, and then she just nailed them.
Wow.
My
Wow.
fucking answer to that "Are you gay?" question would be just a straight yeah.
Hmm,
Where's your dad at?
But when you're 19, right? This is the whole like Back to the Future thing. Like, what are you, chicken?
Right.
That's
Right.
not
It kind of
fair.
goes back to like our day in school. Like, oh, you're chicken. I double dog dare you. Triple double dog dare you.
But if you swap the genders, right?
Yeah.
It's a guy does that. It's like, what are you, a lesbian? That'd be coercion. That's without her consent, and that's that's sexual assault.
Exactly.
The evidence you may have may be convincing to 12-year-olds on TikTok room, but according to legal experts, this does not hold up. This video that your friend provided as evidence is not evidence because it is in the realm of the videos that we normally did that anyone can go look at. As a generation, I think we need to work on formulating our own opinions while
Wait,
we are
hold on.
informed.
Time out. Time the hell out. There's plenty of videos of them making out normally.
Yeah.
There's a fucking
That's
Because-
not sexual assault. There's no way that's sexual assault.
See,
It's
so
implied consent. You guys are in a relationship. She's not jamming.
see, the thing
like
is,
a
she was
groom's
falling in love with him.
butt.
She asked him several times to define our relationship because she was starting to develop true feelings for him.
And he said it's a brand, which was weird.
Basically, yeah, he just
weirdest
wanted
shit.
the money, he wanted the free shit, and he wanted a girl. I don't want to say girl toy, but he used her. He used her to
Yeah,
get what
it's-
he wanted, and when she wanted to do her own fucking thing, he dipped. But listen to this part. I think this is really good because I said this earlier about people needing to use their brains, and I agree with her wholeheartedly on this next thing that she's about to say right here about as a generation.
We need to work on formulating our own opinions while we are informed. Everyone's mind shifts like this.
Bang.
Yep.
She's 100% right. She nailed that right on the head. Everyone's mind shifts just like that.
No, hold on. So in the allegation here is he was passed out at a party.
Yes.
This is the original story I have. Passed out at a party, and some random girl jumps on his lap and starts kissing him. I would agree. That's fucked up.
Well, I don't know about the other party. At the
No. I'm just saying this is the original story, right?
Yeah.
That he's just passed out drunk on a couch, and some girl just starts putting her tongue down his throat. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Now, in those last videos where they've been like making out and kissing for months before this, and then months after this. When I was with several girlfriends, if I like got out of bed, even if they were asleep, if I left without saying goodnight or whatever, including kissing them while they were asleep, they demanded, no, of course, we just had sex. Just, yeah, kiss me, maybe tongue down my throat while I'm asleep. That's, I wake up to, that's nice. Okay, bye. Right, that they wanted that. It's implied.
I mean,
I'm
every
okay with that too.
girlfriend I
Like, I'm
dated,
out cold and
when, like, if they were passed out or whatever, if, you know, my friends called and said, hey, I'm going to go hang out for a little bit, they always, you know, said, hey, I don't care if you go hang out with your friends, but, you know, at least let me know where you're going. Give me a kiss, something. I need to know that, you know, hey, you're okay, and you'll be back. And at least waking me up saying, hey, honey, I love you, but I'm going to go hang out with my friends for a little bit.
you know, it's very romantic. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to like go catch a plane. Right, took a shower. It's now 4 a.m. I'm about to leave the house. And I'm like, no. So she's like, and she's fucking out cold, like fucking like tongue hanging out, like. And I full on French kissed her while she was asleep, and like she woke up and like put her hand around my head, and, like finish it off. She's like, "You have a good day, honey." That was.
I've only had probably 2 in-person relationships, right? The first one, she had stayed over at my house for like a week, right? I get
A
up.
week?
She had stayed over at my house for a week, right? I get up to go to work, and obviously I kiss her on the cheek because that's what I do, and she was okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a
It's like
romantic thing.
it's
but,
like a
if it
common courtesy thing. It's like, hey, babe, I love
Yeah.
you. I'll be back. It's showing
I have-
affection.
I'll tell you the time I was sexually assaulted. There was a party. There was a couple girls, couple guys, whatever. Everyone's like passed out at the end. It's the end of the night, and I kind of fell asleep on the floor in front of the TV, and I woke up with some woman's mouth on my genitals.
what the fuck?
I'm like, hello, hi.
Hello.
Who are
Hello,
you?
at least take me out to dinner first.
I know, right? I would have preferred the just waking up to somebody kissing me. It was just straight on, boom.
Boom, blowjob,
Alright.
boy.
And then I was like, stop. And then she was also drunk, and she like stumbled back to like her sleeping place and went away. I'm like, what just happened? If gender's reversed again, right? If someone said that she fell asleep on a couch watching a movie and she woke up to some guy going down on her, there'd be charges.
Oh yeah.
There'd be cops called and everything.
I'd be on a sex offender registry if I did that.
I mean, here's since we're talking about this, and this is actually a thing. I had an incident when I was 13. I was hanging out at my friend's house, and we were outside. His girlfriend came over and she brought her cousin with her. Her cousin was really into me. I wasn't into her. I was actually seeing another girl at the time, and we were goofing off outside because we were out in the country. We could blast music. The closest neighbors were on vacation. We were actually taking care of their ostriches for them because they had an ostrich farm.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, we're blasting music out because my buddy's parents are still at work. It's not too late in the evening. And he's got a basketball hoop set up and everything else. And we're having a dunking contest, right? Just for the fun of it. So we start off on the lowest one, which is like, boom, done. Next one, boom, done. And we get up, I think we got up to about 8 feet in the air. And his parents had just gotten home, and Dad says, turn on the music. Okay, no problem. Your girlfriend spent the night. He said, yeah, if that's okay with you. Parents both said, sure. They asked about her cousin, said she could stay there too, right? We get the hoop up to like 8.5 feet. And I ran up, like, I'm a short shit. Like, I didn't really hit a growth spurt until I was about 14, I think. And then I hit my growth spurt. But back then I could jump decently. I'm not hey, I'm a baller or whatever. So I build up momentum. I jump. I dunk this fucking thing somehow by some good grace. But my fingers slip. I didn't get the rim like I thought I did. And with the way my fingers gripped the rim, my whole body inverted. I went upside down completely and straight down on the concrete from 8.5, 9 feet.
Head first,
right into the concrete. Massive
Explains a lot.
concussion. Yeah. Massive concussion. Massive headache. I get taken to the urgent care or whatever it was back then. Doctor gives me some Vicodin. And they say, keep me awake for like 6 more hours to be safe, right?
Right.
And they said, check on me throughout the night, make sure I'm okay, shit like that. Well, I'd taken the Vicodin, but my headache wasn't gone. So my friend's dad said, I know you got some green. We really don't approve of it, but you're not doing it in the house. Go take him around back and have him smoke a little with you. So I go back there with them and I smoke some weed.
This is medicine, son.
Right?
Take a puff.
My headache goes away, of course. But I'm really messed up at this point between the Vicodin and the weed. I'm just in and out of consciousness. Her cousin lays next to me on the floor. Of course, his girlfriend's laying next to him in his bed. And I'm so fucked up. I don't really remember anything beyond the point of, we were outside, we smoked, and that was the last thing I really remembered besides coming in to lay down, right?
Right. Yeah.
At one point, I don't even know what time it was, I woke up and I felt something.
Hmm?
I passed right back out. I was trying to force myself awake and I couldn't. I no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't.
Watching Vicodin and marijuana, yeah, that's a good luck waking up, motherfucker.
Yeah. Finally, at one point, I come to again, just enough to open up my eyes and see somebody sitting on top of me, writing me. And I'm back out before I could say, get the fuck off of me. Right? I wake up the next morning. She's there with this big shit-eating grin on her face, smiling. While she's passed out, mind you. She's still passed out. And thank God, I found a used condom laying right next to us. So she at least had the decency, even though she took advantage of me and used me when I couldn't consent, to at least use a condom.
Like, you just met her that day. That's my point, right?
Yeah.
They knew each other. They made out they were dating. They were effectively dating. Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
They're familiar. And they kissed all the time. So she's being accused of kissing a person she's been kissing for a while.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh no. Someone get me a paper fan. I must fan. Oh, I do declare. This is scandalous.
Right.
This isn't somebody waking up with like someone's genetic material smeared all over their face. Like, come on.
Right. And I mean, I agree with the whole no means no. I agree with the whole consent thing. Except for when it's turned around and abused and used in a case like this. Because effectively, all their videos, all over TikTok, they make out, they kiss, they hold hands, they're holding each other, they're lovey-dovey and all that shit. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're making out, and it's taken out of context, and his brother...
No, that's where the no me no thing goes away.
Exactly.
Hold on. Anyone who's ever had a significant other, if you had to ask permission every time you kissed them, they would have broken up with you the first day.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a thing. Again, we're not even talking about, like, I get, like, I woke up and something was in my butt. That is way too far. I get that. Like, you didn't even, whoa, what's going on? Okay, that's a violation.
That's like the Me, Myself, and Irene. That whole scene where he finds Mr. Floppy and he goes, whoa, what were you doing last night? She's like, that wasn't for me. That was for you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, but like kissing is the most, aside from hugging.
Kissing is like very benign.
Besides hugging, right? Like physical touch. Kissing's the next level of just normal human interactions. You kiss your grandma on the cheek, maybe on the lips, like a tight kiss, whatever. But like, kissing's normal.
Yeah.
We're not talking about, right, like a 3-foot dildo, or we're not talking about like
We're not
weird
talking
pictures
about
taken while you're pet.
mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for. I wanted to say that, but thank you for filling in a dildo. I appreciate that. High five. We're not talking about this.
Yeah,
If there's a video of her just riding him while he's passed out and like choking him out or some weird like kinky thing, okay, we gotta talk.
Right.
Even the word thing, that's a little too far.
Okay, y'all gotta go to some
kissing
fucking
him?
couple therapies.
Right? Well, yeah, worse for talking about therapy. This is horse shit.
Right.
She shouldn't even be defending herself this hard. This is a
She shouldn't have to fucking defend herself, but no, this fucking dipshit wants to like accuse her of something that she didn't fucking do.
See, here's where this comes in. I was messaging somebody for this specific thing because I had it written down. Right here, literally, everything that they're doing and accusing her of, literally falls under U.S. Code Title 28, Part 6, Chapter 181, Section 4101. Of defamation of character. The term defamation, and this is coming straight from the book, means any action or other proceeding for defamation, libel, slander, or similar claims alleging that forms of speech are false, having to cause damage to reputation or emotional distress, have presented any person in a false light, or have resulted in criticism, dishonor, or condemnation of any person. Literally right here, all this shit they're doing, and this was all premeditated. This is still my personal opinion. This was all premeditated. She wanted to do her own thing.
7 months later.
Exactly. She wanted to do her own thing. He said no. He acted like a little fucking baby. And they do this 7 months later. Premeditated. And literally right now, they were served a cease and desist. I haven't heard anything from their side whatsoever, and I've been trying to keep up with it. The only thing I've heard was a lot of people coming up and pointing out something that we're going to point out in the next couple of videos. And all of his fanboys or fangirls or whatever his crowd is coming to his defense, neglecting the fact that this was all done 7 months after that whole clip was shot.
Jesus Christ.
So
all right, next video, sir. Because I'm tired of staring at the road cone.
Yeah, next video. Before I play this one, I just want to throw this out there. This one is from Tipster. I am not dogging him in any shape, form, or way. I think Tipster's a good dude. I like his content. I like hanging out in his chat from time to time when he's doing his live streams. Hell, I've even gone as far as to drop a couple bucks here and there in his super chats. Tipster's a good dude.
Aww.
You know, he has his own opinions also. And this is what made
How
me...
dare he?
Right.
Fuck this guy. No, time out. No. He has his own opinions? Let's go.
So, I'm no way, shape, or form dogging him or dissing him or anything like that. But this video that we're about to look at right here is what made me want to do this in the first place. I originally was going to put a message on his board, but we're going to watch his video first, and then I'll read the message I was going to put on his page, okay? So here's Tipster's overview and reaction to the video that we're going to get into.
So this is the scene.
That he was unconscious. If he was unconscious, why did his arm move when you got up? And also...
Oh my god, is she kidding?
Now, before we go any further, I want to point out something very, very carefully here. When he slows this video down, because he's going to slow-mo it in a minute, watch very carefully. The hand comes up before dude even moves. Homeboy, like, twitches his shoulder a little bit. Jack brings his wrist up with a limp wrist, like a dead wrist, and moves it on his own free will. Okay?
Exactly.
Pointing this out ahead of time. Watch very carefully because it's gonna zoom in and he's gonna slow it down. So let's watch his video.
Is she? Why did his hold on?
If he was unconscious, why did his arm move when you?
Why did his arm move when you got up? Let's show that part in slow mo.
Unconscious. If he was unconscious,
I want to show that part in slow mo. Okay. Because like it's obvious why the arm would move.
Why did his arm move?
Look at it.
Watch right here. His hand comes up before he even gets up.
Yeah,
The arm moved because
dude barely even stood up before the guy's fucking hand moved.
Exactly.
Okay. So again, she's a young girl. Her vocabulary is not as precise as it needs to be for this. It's not that of course his hand moves. What she meant to say is, why does his hand move with its own power above and beyond someone who's supposed to be passed out? Because it doesn't just slide off his shoulder. It picks up over his shoulder.
Exactly.
Right? That's like, I've been passed out a lot, guys. I'm telling you, when you slip off something, your arm is a noodle. It just slides off. Yeah. His hand should have tickled his friend's shoulder all the way down and then off. It does not pick up 2 or 3 inches to let him out.
Yep.
No, I'm pretty sure God picked his hand up for him.
Right.
But God didn't save him from the sexual assault?
Right.
Nah. God's will is weird, man.
Here's the
You're
rest
right. It's
of
not our business to question it.
Here's the rest of Tipster's thing. And like I said, I'm not dissing or dogging on Tipster, okay? I want to make that bluntly clear.
That's fine.
Exactly. Tipster's like a cool dude and all, but like
arm moved because he was getting up. So like the arm is on his like shoulder. I can't like put my own arm like that, but the arm is like resting on his shoulder.
hey,
So
Ken.
when he gets up, it's
Nice
going to
guns
push
there,
the
dude.
arm up, and it's going to slowly slide off of that, like down by his back. Like that
Tipster, even you said that. Slowly slide off. It didn't do that, did it, Tipster?
It didn't. No, it didn't.
It's the dumbest argument
raised his hand
I've
up
ever
on
seen
his
in
own
my
fucking
life.
So, yeah.
Tipster. I don't have to correct you. You said it yourself.
Exactly. It's going to slowly slide it down his back and maybe even tickle his butt cheek.
You know what? Even like levers.
Tickle his
Your
ass
arm
or
is a
nose.
series of bones and like hinges. It's a bunch of levers. It wouldn't go straight back. It might even go off to the side. It's most likely, going to go to the side. It should have gone down his friend's shoulder, off to the side of the couch. Trust me, as smoking with drinks, I start to black out. I'm like smoking a cigarette, and I'm like holding it, and my arm doesn't go straight down. It goes off to the side. It's very irritating.
Yeah.
Because when I drop the cigarette off the side of the couch, it's like, where'd it go? Oh, shit.
Right. But it's when someone stands
So,
up,
hold
yeah, your
on.
hand's going to come up a little bit, but it's going to come up while it's still on their body. It's not going to come up by itself and move away from the body.
Actually, I would have been less surprised if the hand went over his shoulder, went down to the guy's ribs, and grabbed his dick as he was getting up. That would have been made way more sense. Even like semi-unconscious, someone's making out with you, right? And your hands, you feel movement in your other hand. You're like, all right, time to go for like, all right, we're doing this. If you have
Right.
enough energy in your body to do something, you're grabbing genitals.
You're just like fucking.
I'm just
popping
saying, I'd be
balls
less
in your hands.
surprised. All of a sudden, he just grabs his friend, pulls him back on the couch, and just starts jerking him off.
Like, sit your ass down, big boy.
Help! Help!
Get
Hey,
back in,
again,
boy.
hey,
The
I'm
guy
done with
reporting
you
it
yet.
just lets it happen.
Right.
You guys are fine. Help! No, this is part of it. I actually
This
think
is
he's
part of
past
it,
that. He's just kneading my balls like a cat trying to get milk out of its mother. Oh my god! Help!
Oh,
It's all
shit.
part of the plan.
So this next video, full credits goes to BFFs because they were able to get Sienna, her lawyer, and this digital forensics analyst on their show. And they got more detail out of her. The other part that I'm going to bring up that we saw very, very vividly is the placement of his hand when it hits the couch and then magically just comes up and lands on his fucking knee. So that's the other point.
As I said, it should land on the other armrest. It shouldn't
Or
right?
even just sit there on the cushion.
not where it ended up. Yeah, it's too far.
Yeah, exactly. So let's watch theirs. Like I said, full credit goes to them. They were able to get this footage. So yeah.
The National Center for Audio and Video Forensics was retained to perform an analysis on a cell phone video posted to social media. I was asked if the video can be used as credible evidence of the accusations.
Oh, right here. Let me slow this down really quick and then we'll watch it at normal speed. Video. Where's it at?
You know,
here?
for a girl this thick, that butt isn't that big.
So let's slow this down because you can actually see it.
I just want to state that for a fact. If anyone is accusing me of simping for her being a woman, one, I hate women. Two, that is my arms are bigger than her legs. I am not impressed.
So
Dude, my fucking legs
well,
bigger than your legs.
other people have pointed this out, but let me be very clear about this. This dude, 100%, was not asleep. My personal opinion, it was premeditated. This was recorded months before it was even released. I agree with her. Why did they not come out with it right away? Why were they all still hanging out after this whole assault supposedly took place with her as the perpetrator, right?
Yeah.
So again, you're gonna see him bring his hand up. You're gonna see dude come away from him, but right here on the couch between dude's legs, which is really awkward, you're going to see his hand hit the couch, and it's gonna come up and land on his knee. And he makes a fist with his hand too, which Wildo pointed out when me and him were talking about this the first time.
I actually didn't know.
Evidence of the
There it goes. Hands going up. Oh,
That's up. Yeah, that's him raising his hand. That ain't slipping off. That's above. It's almost above his head.
It's like fucking.
Yep.
That's like fucking raising your hand,
let's just
asking the
play that
teachers
back again. Let
for you
me
to
see if I
shit.
can
Yes,
slow it down a little more.
I have the answer. Teacher, I have the answer.
Teacher, I need to take a shit.
Oh, here we go. 12x. We're slowing it down to 0.12x. That might be a little too slow.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
What about the whole like arrow
slow
key,
as
like frame by
fucking
frame?
green screen, like motherfucker.
That I have not been able to figure out on this one yet.
All right. Well,
Let's go
we're old.
to 0.25.
Okay.
Okay.
Gomez.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
That was
what
fucked
the
up.
fuck was that?
Let's
The Matrix. Okay.
right.
There, let's go.
Evidence of the
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hands coming up on its own. God damn it. Why didn't it
Yeah,
bring
that's
up?
yep.
Gomez.
Still,
Now
you
look,
see it, hand-
right between his legs.
Fine.
There's his hand. Right there between his
hand on his
on the couch.
Yeah, his right hand's
Oh,
on
good.
is right next to his knee.
right
Now
next to
watch.
him.
His hand. He makes a fist.
Then it picked up. It was on the couch, and then it picks up and comes onto his knee.
Yeah. Bam. He made a fist, and it comes
He's
up.
oh, and there's a fist. You're right. I see it right there. It's fist. It's big fist.
Basically, he's about to fucking fist that dude in the ass, dude.
Right. Let's go back to normal speed, and we'll listen to their analysis, and then we'll
Okay.
wrap things up for tonight's episode.
Yeah.
The posted video is not credible evidence of these accusations. Here are some points that led to this conclusion. Let's discuss the length of the video. It is very short. In fact, it is only about 2.5 seconds. What happened in the moments
see
before
clear
this
as
or
day.
after
It
this?
happened so
No
quick,
one knows
but
since video
you still
before
see
and
the
after
hand
these
hit
2.5
fist
seconds
knee.
was not posted. Certainly, what
Fucking
happens in the
exactly.
seconds
Fucking
immediately
hit fist
before
knee,
and
hit fist
immediately
knee. It's
after
like fucking
this video.
dude.
now
It's like it was.
look
shit
how
was
close that
planned.
armrest is. So I agree with Wildo. Why didn't his hand kind of slide off? Because the angle he was getting up at, his hand could have slid off and landed over here on this side.
It
by the
would have
armrest.
just slapped on the other armrest, and if he was out cold, it would just been like a falling tree.
Yeah, but it
I mean,
doesn't. It goes down literally right here to where his buddy was sitting by his groin, and then comes up. He makes a fist, and it comes up and slaps down on his own knee. He does that him fucking self. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that proves he's not unconscious. Like I'm fucking. I'm
Exactly.
sorry to say, that motherfucker is not unconscious. That dude is 100% conscious and knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yep. And well, we're gonna
I mean,
hear.
he might be fucked up. I'll buy that, but he ain't he has enough energy to ball off his fist and take it back on his knee, but not to take that same fist and try to push her off.
Exactly. Right.
The fuck?
And he's twice her size.
Notice how the
Easily
analyst is going to bring this up too, but notice how any and all audio from this clip is completely removed. This is the video that was uploaded to TikTok without the actual audio in the room being played, right?
Right.
So let's hear what the forensics guy has to say. The rest of this about we're about 37 seconds in. It's only about a minute 44 long.
Are very important to understanding what is really going on between Ms. Gomez and Mr. Wright. This video gives us no context at all. The video component of the post that is on social media has been altered from when it was originally recorded. We also know that the audio is not original and has also been altered. Therefore, we don't even know and can't tell what the original video actually looks or sounds like. Now let's also consider what we can see of Ms. Gomez's hand and body position. Her right arm is hanging down by her side. There is almost no bend in her right elbow. If we follow her arm down from her shoulder, past her elbow, and to where it is most likely positioned, it appears to be positioned on the right leg of Mr. Wright. So what does this tell us about the posted video? The video is not original. The video has been heavily altered. The video provides no context to the events. The video is not credible evidence of the accusations against Ms. Gomez.
Oh, yeah, we agree. That's wonderful. By the way, when Plague and I were talking about this before, I hadn't seen this video. It's nice to have a forensic analyst come to basically the same conclusion we did.
Yeah. And other people have the audacity to come out and say, oh, no, it really happened. You guys are stupid, blah, blah, blah.
Bunch of fucking dipshits, in my opinion.
I mean...
A bunch of people voted for Joe Biden, so there's a bunch of retards out there. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
fair.
Where's it at? This guy right here is the analyst. This dude would not have his position or be where he is if he didn't go to school, if he didn't learn how to dissect audio in a forensic manner, where you're slowing things down, you're looking for key things, you're looking for, stuff that normal people would miss. And this
dude looks like...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Dude looks like my fucking 8th grade history teacher.
Yeah, he's not amused.
Yeah.
He looks depressed as shit.
It's something you go to school for. It's something you learn. I mean, you learn how to analyze stuff that's been photoshopped. Oh, blah, blah, blah. This was photoshopped. You can clearly see. They learn
From the
how
pixel.
to... Exactly. They learn how to zoom in and look pixel by pixel and look for the different skin tone changes and everything else. Like, they know how to do this shit. They know how to handle themselves. But
You know what? I just noticed another thing here. If I were sitting on a 2-person couch with my best buddy, it's already kind of gay, right? So either we have to be really, really comfortable with each other, or like, I'm not into this. So she's been making out with him for a while, it looks like.
Yeah.
And then, for no reason, he jumps off the couch and runs away.
Like, how many seconds is this video? Did they say?
Forensics was retained to perform an analysis on
They
a
said
cell
it
phone
was only
video
like a
posted to social media.
20-second video.
I
or
was
something
asked
like
if
that.
the video can be used as credible
Right.
evidence of the accusations against Ms. Gomez. In
So
short,
what I would
no.
have done,
The posted
if I
video
were
is
him-
not credible.
You and Plague were hanging on the couch, and some girl jumps on your lap, and at this point she's already in your lap when I'm twittering or whatever the guy's doing on his cell phone, and she's making out with you and kneading your balls. My reaction would be to go, like, look at you and go, what the fuck, right? Like, I would just get off the couch. It would be like a jerk away, like, fuck, why are you holding me while making out with... There's just so much weird shit going on here.
Right.
Why is your arm over me while you're kissing her? One, I'm jealous, right? I thought we were bros. You know what? A more natural interaction would have been if it were me. My bro's holding me. It's been a long day, a couple brewskis. We're just being bros on the couch. It's kind of cute, it's kind of warm. Maybe we're gonna snuggle. I don't know. And this fucking Mexican bitch is on your lap, like, making out with you and like kneading your balls. What? I would turn into a 14-year-old girl instantly and slap you in the face. How dare you? You cheating on me? You cheating on me, bitch?
Right.
No, and then again, if we're this comfortable with each other that you have your arm around me, and some bitch is sexually assaulting you, I would get off the couch and grab her by the scalp. I'm like, we need to fucking talk.
Right.
This is my friend.
I'm not just
Who
gonna
the
sit
fuck are
there
you?
and fucking let something like this happen, especially that close in proximity.
No, that's
And the fact that his brother is the one who originally recorded this.
his brother recorded this.
His
That
brother
sucks as fuck.
was, and his friend.
That's
Yeah.
he had a brother in the room.
His brother was the one that was sitting across from them recording. His buddy Lachlan, that's the guy's name that was sitting next to him. Him and Sienna making out. Like,
Right.
the fact that his... Oops, sorry, pork chop. The fact that his brother was sitting there recording this. Right? that tells me in some way that they were already planning to have some sort of exit strategy in case something went bad.
That makes more sense. Yeah, no.
It's... Oh, man.
No, dude. I have a similar interaction. I was at a party. My sisters, both my sisters were there. I wasn't drunk enough to pass out. I was drunk enough that I just wanted to take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat on the couch and I closed my eyes for like 5 seconds. And you know that sense when even with your eyes closed, you can sense that someone's really too close to you?
Yeah.
I opened my eyes, and another one of my friends, who's more hammered than me, is hovering over me, like on my lap with a Sharpie pen.
Oh, Jesus.
And I open my eyes and I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes,
Nothing.
I'm like, okay, yeah.
I was going to draw some nipples on your forehead.
He was. So I said, fuck off. He's like, okay. So I take my nap. I'm like, I close my eyes for maybe 10 minutes. And then my sisters shake my arms and wake me up and go, come look what we did. I'm like, what? So apparently after I told him to fuck off, he went into the back bedroom of the house to like actually pass out because he was blackout drunk. And they rolled him into the bed sheet like a taco or like a burrito. So he couldn't move. And they drew all over him with that Sharpie.
Oh, shit.
He had penises all over him. All over his shirt, his neck, his face. There's just dicks everywhere. That's what siblings do at parties.
I mean, there's like my one buddy, his cousin, Air Force, I believe he's a loadmaster. Yeah, right. He does time over like Afghanistan, Iraq, supplies, troops, stuff like that, right? He's home, calls us up while we're at Firefest, and Firefest is a festival that happens every year in Pennsylvania. It's to help raise money for all the volunteer fire companies out there, right? Yeah. They rely heavily on donations, so they put on this festival every year. They have different bands come out and play. They serve, hot dogs and burgers and beer. We get this call while we're there from his cousin, who awkwardly enough has a nickname the same as my dog's name, which I didn't really find that ironic until I really thought about it the other day. His nickname was Pork Chop. I can't remember his first name for the life of me. So Jason's like, yeah, Pork Chop, what's up? He's like, hey, I'm back, I want to have a few drinks. I got some leave time before I have to go back. And he's like, well, I'm not buying them. We're at Firefest right now. He's like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. I got my buddy Mike with me. We got some Jaeger and some Yinling. So, we're like, sure, what the hell? We'll be back at the place after this next band starts playing, because we want to get our money's worth while we're here, right? And we get done at Firefest. It's like a 40-minute drive back to Jason's place, which I lived downstairs and across the street from where he was, so it was no big deal getting drunk and walking home, except for stairs. Stairs are not friends when you're drunk.
No, they are not. Fuck gravity when you're drunk. Jesus
right?
Christ.
So, we're all hanging out. We're telling jokes. Jason's wife goes to bed early because she's got to go to work. And we're just talking, chilling. He's telling us stories about, stuff he saw and how he literally almost shit himself the first time he flew into country over there because of how the pilots kind of essentially dive bombed to the tarmac to avoid RPGs and stuff like that. And Jason's one of those guys, like, we can hang out, we could party, but do not be the first person to fall asleep, right?
That's a rule.
Now,
That's
Jason
a rule.
has his bachelor's in electrical engineering, so he knows all sorts of stuff about electrical tape.
Oh, no.
One thing is electrical tape adhesive gets stickier with heat. It adheres more, right?
Yes.
So it's cold as fuck outside. I think we were expecting snow within the next couple of days, so it's starting to drop down pretty low. And what happens? Pork Chop passes out. His buddy Mike is just sitting there going, "Oh no, Pork, wake up, Pork, Pork." We go, "Nope, nope." He said the magic word. Wake up. Nope, he's out. Don't touch him. Party foul.
Pork Chop, they can't protect you. Oh no.
So Jason looks at me. I look at him. I said, "Electrical tape." He goes, "Electrical tape." I go, "Comforters."
Rules, dude.
He goes, "Comforters." What happens?
No.
Well, first things first. Pork Chop. You remember those Nextel phones that had the two-way walkies on them?
Mm-hmm.
So military issue Nextel walkie, right? Had a camera on it. Jason had a tattoo of a smiley face on his ass. What happens? I get into Pork Chop's phone. I take a picture of the smiley face on Jason's ass, and I put it as Pork Chop's background. Right? I get all the comforters that weren't being used in the house. And his house, thankfully, it was set up to where he had multiple thermostats, even though the house was old as hell and had the boiler heaters with the radiators, you know? Mm-hmm. So he cranks up the heat in the living room. I'm sweating fucking balls. Mike's sweating balls. We're standing by the fucking window. Meanwhile, Jason drops Pork Chop's pants, grabs the electrical tape, and starts taping an appendage to his leg.
Oh, no. Wow, that is commitment to the bit right there. Guys, don't worry. I will tape his dick to his leg. I got this. Bro code. It's not gay, right?
So
you volunteered really enthusiastically.
Next thing we know, we bury him in like 8 comforters. We have a couple more beers. I go home for the night. And my bedroom window is facing, street side. So, like, I always have the window cracked because it's up high enough to where I don't have to worry about people trying to throw random shit through the window. So I have my window cracked. Next morning...
Not really a worry of people throwing shit into my open window, but okay.
Pennsylvania, bro. People are fucking weird over there. You don't... No. Another story for another time.
That checks out.
So I wake up, it's probably about 6:30 in the morning, and I gotta piss like a racehorse. I go to the bathroom, and I'm coming back to my bedroom, and I hear this blood-curdling scream. And my dad looks up, he goes, "What the fuck?" And I just hit the floor laughing my ass off. And he goes, "What the fuck was that?" And we hear the scream again. I go, "Pork Chop woke up, and he's got a piss, and his dick is stuck to his fucking leg."
So Jason taped off the end of his dick too.
Oh, he taped the whole fucking shaft. Whole fucking shaft.
That is mean.
That's fucking foul.
And my dad just looks at me. He goes, "What'd you guys do to Pork Chop?" And you hear the scream again, and I can't breathe at this point. I'm just fucking dying on the floor. I was like, he fell asleep first. My dad goes, "Oh no, oh no. What'd you guys do?" I go, "What happens to electrical tape when it starts getting warmer and warmer?" He goes, "It gets stickier and stickier, and it adheres more to whatever it's stuck to." Oh no, what'd you guys do?
I didn't do shit. It was Jason.
And 10 minutes later, I'm like outside having a cigarette on my front porch. About 10 minutes later, I hear this, "When the fuck did I get this tattoo, and where's it at?"
Wait. So, in closing, hey, men. Men can be sexually assaulted, but that wasn't it. Because that wasn't it.
Forgot we were talking about sexual assault.
We're talking about sexual. No, we're talking about what men do to each other for fun.
Right.
I forgot about the fucking first topic we were on.
Yeah, no. If she hadn't been there, if it was just guys in that room, and he passed out that early at the party, there would have been worse evil perpetrated on him.
More than likely.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this right now. If my friends ever fucking saw me passed out at a party, right? They would pull my pants down and just write the word pussy on my balls.
Yes, exactly.
I know that
No,
because
no.
we've done that before to someone else.
So this is the point, right? If some guy passed out early at a party and the worst thing that happened to him is he woke, he's like, man, my girlfriend effectively made out me when I was passed out. We're like, oh, humble brag much, you motherfucker? She stopped us from doing worse things to you. Do you understand that? When you were passed out, we were trying to pull your pants down and write pussy on your balls, but she was on them. Okay? We couldn't touch her because that would be sexual assault. So you got a free pass, motherfucker, this time. God damn it.
Right.
Oh.
It's
Anyone that's supporting him on this, you ever watch this, or you can change your mind, man. You can.
it's not too late to
accept
save
the fact
yourself.
that
It's not.
I understand Team Red versus Team Blue. Like, this is my team. I'm just going to support my team no matter what. That's gay. And not like homosexual gay. It's the gay where it's like lame and stupid.
Let me read this really quick. This is the original post I was going to put all over Tipster and a few other people's videos when they were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
My original paragraph was going to say, I watched that video in slow motion. Sienna brought this up in another video. If he's asleep, then why did his hand move? If his hand was just moved due to gravity and someone else moving, then it would not have landed on his knee. If you slow it down and watch where his hand falls, it lands on the couch as it should, but then he picks it up and places it on his knee. Furthermore, if you watch carefully, when the friend that his hand is slumped over starts to move, the wrist entirely comes up to a high point where it's not making contact. Again, if he was asleep, we would expect to see gravity do its thing, but the wrist would not come up to a point. However, it does. It's easy to limp wrist and move your arm and make it seem like this video does. I watched this closely as a forensic analyst broke it down. I slowed the video down because I noticed the hand drop. I feel too many people are focused on the shoulder, but follow the hand movements with the video slowed down, and you can clearly see him move his own hand from the couch to his knee before the frame cuts out. It's my personal opinion that this was staged, especially after hearing the argument about Sienna wanting to do her own thing and him stating specifically that it would be bad for the brand. Now, with that said, I do feel weird about her stating in her own video she wasn't even there. Then this stage, and then also in this stage video pops out. That doesn't give us all any context whatsoever. We only see what they want us to see, and that's what people are falling for. Also, the video was edited down to just 2 seconds or so, and the audio isn't even the original as the analyst had stated. I would like to see the actual full video. The whole entire context without any editing. I want raw, pure footage before I sway one way or the other. And we're not going to get that because the original author knows it'd probably blow up in a bad way for, quote, the boys' side, which would also enable Sienna at that point to full on file a lawsuit against the parties involved for defamation of character, as I stated earlier with that law. You can hate me or dispute me, but the evidence I saw is clear. People who don't know what to look for only see what the original author wants them to see. Now, with that said, all this time after seeing everything I've said, I am swaying one side. I am swaying towards Sienna's side because of that specific fact. We only see what they want us to see, but it was uploaded 7 fucking months after this supposed assault took place.
I think you nailed it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd personally add, I would encourage more girlfriends to make out with their boyfriends. That seems normal and healthy.
Yeah.
I have been woken up many times by my girlfriends and ex-wife with a very courteous and welcome, fondling my genitals. It's a nice way to wake up when you're sleeping next to each other on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything wrong with this at all.
Like I said,
And again,
it's an
you're
exit.
right. The weird thing was,
It's an exit move. Think about it like,
it's like every
some
time
drunken
someone
idiot's
gets
trying to
divorced-
rob a fucking liquor store, which I don't condone
Okay.
or endorse. You know, they're drunken idiots. They're gonna go in there, and they're gonna fucking say, "Give me all your shit," and they're gonna take what they want and try to leave. Now, they're drunken idiots. They're probably gonna get caught. And they're probably gonna get busted. Whereas,
Sure.
if some sober idiots were to do this, they're gonna have an exit plan. They're gonna say, all right, here's how we're going to do this. And they're going to make an actual plan of how they're going to achieve this and hopefully get away with it. They got a exit plan because they're not drunken idiots. Now,
I
I'm
was
not
gonna say,
saying...
it's every time, at least in California, like when people, man and wife get divorced, more often than not, it's like, he sexually assaulted me.
Yeah.
It's basic bitch shit, dude.
It's
just the only time in this case is the genders are reversed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I feel like, especially being the fact that the brother recorded this, right? We can't throw that fact out the window. The brother recorded this, and they purposely held on to it for 7 fucking months. They were sitting there holding
Yeah,
this.
it wasn't like some random person recorded it and it took him that long to fight it on Twitter or something, right?
Exactly.
His brother had it. His brother would have showed it the next morning.
They were sitting on this for a reason and a purpose. And that purpose pretty much was, fuck you. You want to leave, you're bad for the brand, so we're going to throw you under the fucking bus so everybody thinks that you're a piece of shit while we walk away scot-free and still keep whatever deals we can hold on to.
And we get sympathy points for being victims.
Exactly. Exactly.
Except, the only sympathy they're getting is the sympathy from cringe 12-year-olds on the internet.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
their parents' credit card.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fair. Sure.
I mean, Sienna said it best in that one video we watched. This day and age, people only see one thing. They don't see the whole fucking picture. And they need to stop. They need to question things and say, well, where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of the context? Oh, gee, she was making out with him with her hand on his thigh. You don't see her arm going up and down or her arm flexing and moving like it would if she was doing something to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I one time when I was like 22, I went to a car with a manager of a hotel, female. She's like a MILF. I got in our car and we just talked. She wanted to apparently bang me. I didn't get it because I was retarded. But we just talked. Wonderful conversation. She was very smart. Wonderful stories. However, the security guard for the hotel saw us in the car. By the time I got back to my front desk, he had told everyone that we were begging.
oh shit.
What the fuck?
Oh, so this is... I'm just telling you, I don't know what... The world's falling apart. Usually, if you don't remember having sex and someone's like, dude, that guy railed that woman last night. You're like, I did? High five!
She's a nice high five.
I don't think I was moving last night, but... Oh, no, you had sex with like 3 people. All right. Okay,
That
cool.
says-
I'm not going to say no, but I'll go with this. I'll
Do
go
me a
with this,
favor
all right?
also while we're thinking about this. Plan, 7 days from now, remind me I need to go get tested.
Okay, that was 20 years ago. I need to get tested. Thank you for writing me now, dickhead.
Oh shit. Well, with that said, I think we're gonna wrap things up tonight. Appreciate you guys as always. You guys, anybody watching this, you can formulate your own opinion. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say you don't have the right to have your own opinion. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we've shown it. We've talked about it. We could sit here and talk about this till our faces are fucking blue. But if you don't sit there and actually look at things for what they really are, instead of just formulating your own opinion because you're a fanboy or fangirl, and you just want to side with them because you like them or whatever, that's your choice.
And you're the reason the world is shitty today. So
exactly, it may be a shitty choice, but it's your choice at the end of the day.
Yes, make a choice.
Yes, and please, I mean, Sienna said it best. Research things, question things. Don't just believe the first damn thing you see, because there's always more to it than what's being shown.
And I'll say the second best: use your fucking brains.
Exactly. So I thank everybody for hanging out. Please, if you like what you saw tonight, throw a thumbs up, and heck, even hit the subscribe button. It doesn't break your wallet and helps me out a little bit. And if you got another topic that you'd like us to discuss or analyze or whatever, please feel free to leave a comment and let us know. Exactly. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.